Hi, fourth graders. This week we're going to continue to do conversions. So let's take just a minute to review what we learned last week about conversions. So give me just a second. I'm going to share my screen so that you can take a look at some of the things that we learned last week, because we're going to be building on that knowledge to continue conversions this week. All right, so last week we learned about conversions, that when we go from a smaller unit of measure to a bigger unit of measure, we're going to divide. And when we go from a bigger unit of measure to a smaller unit of measure, we're going to multiply. So let's just take a minute to work a few of those problems together. So I have a few here up on my screen. 3 quarts equals how many pints? Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our conversion sheet. And here I see that 1 quart equals 2 pints. So I'm going from a bigger unit of measure to a smaller unit of measure, which means I'm going to multiply. So because 1 quart equals 2 pints, I'm going to multiply 3 times 2 and get 6. So that 3 quarts equals 6 pints. All right, let's do one more just like that. This time we're going from 12 feet to how many yards? So I have got my conversion chart. 1 yard equals 3 feet. So now I see that I'm going from a smaller unit of measure, feet, to a bigger unit of measure, yards. So I'm going to divide. So I'm going to take that information from my reference sheet. 1 yard equals 3 feet. I'm going to divide 12 by 3 to get 4. 12 feet equals 4 yards. All right, good job. So that should all have been reviewed for you. Now this week we are going to be talking about units of measure using the metric system. So the metric system is a little bit different than our customary system. It's not units of measure that we use a lot here in the United States, but they are all based on powers of 10. So it actually makes that multiplying and dividing a little easier, because we're just multiplying or dividing by 10. And I know you guys can do that. So on your reference sheet, it's going to be this middle section, the metric conversions. So let's go ahead and work one problem together. And remember, we're still going from small to big. We divide. And when we go from big to small, we multiply. All right, so let's find kilometers and meters on our conversion chart. I see 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. So I'm going from big kilometers, a bigger unit of measure, to a smaller unit of measure, equals 1,000 meters. So I'm going from big to small, so I'm going to multiply. Now, since 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, I'm going to multiply 7 by 1,000. And now we have done this before at the beginning of the year. When I multiply by powers of 10, I just need to add that number of zeros to the end of the number I'm multiplying. So I know that equals 7 with 3 zeros after it, which is 7,000. 7 kilometers equals 7,000 meters. Good job. All right. Those I think will be pretty easy for you. There is one problem in your worksheet today that might be a little bit more difficult. It goes from centimeters to millimeters. Now, if I look at my conversion chart, I don't see anywhere where it goes centimeters to millimeters. The information I'm given is that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters and 1 meter equals 1,000 millimeters. So let's use this information to be able to work a conversion from centimeters to millimeters. So I have written here the information that we have on our conversion chart. We know that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters and 1 meter equals 1,000 millimeters. So I can say, because I know 1 meter equals 1 meter, that 100 centimeters equals 1,000 millimeters. All right, then I can use that information to see that I know if I'm going to go from 100 to 1,000, all I have to do is multiply by 10, because 100 times 10 equals 1,000. So I'm going to use all that information now to solve this problem up here. It's asking me to go from centimeters to millimeters. And using all of this information, all I need to do is multiply by 10. So I'm going to go 2 times 10 equals 20. So 2 centimeters equals 20 millimeters. Now I know these problems can be a little tricky. You can always come back to this video and watch it as many times as you need to. And as always, you can reach out to me or Mrs. Fallon or Miss Donahue to help you with math help. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Give us a call. I hope you guys are having a great Monday.